They're playing a sectional semifinal over in Macon County at Macon Meridian High School tonight. And after 3 quarters, Porta back in front against the host Meridian Hawks. Porta leads 38-33 through 3 quarters in that game. Here it's SHG and Southeast. Winner gets Lanphier Friday. How about the starting lineups for this game? Chris McLeod.
All right, Southeast, the 2 seed. Head coach Lawrence Thomas will go with his traditional 3-guard lineup. Andre Williams, the 5'6" freshman, averages 7.7 a game. Isaiah Walton, 6-foot freshman, averages 7 a game. B.J. Hill, the 5'9" junior, the elder statesman of the guards, 11 points a contest. D'Angelo Hughes, the 5'10" sophomore, 10.2 points a game, the second leading scorer. And then Jalen Henry is the lone forward center at 6'9" and a senior. He's the height for Southeast, 12.9 points a game, 10.3 rebounds a contest. The leading 3-point shooter for the Spartans, Isaiah Walton, 30 of 90 coming into this game. Southeast coming off a 56-53 loss to Glenwood. They have won, though, 3 of their last 4, and as Tim said, 2-0 against SHG this season. Cyclones' 20-point victory over QND on Monday night will go with their traditional lineup. Malik Turner, Gabe Green, the guard, Sean McDonald, Ben Sestak, the forwards, Nate Lois, also a forward at 6'1" and a senior. They really don't have a traditional center-type player until Dom Alio gets in the game, and you will see a lot of him coming off the bench at 7.2 points a game. Malik Turner, the leading scorer for the Cyclone. Actually, Ben Sestak, the leading scorer at 12.3 points a game. Malik Turner, 10.8, 4.5 rebounds a game. And Sean McDonald, 9.2 points a game, 45 threes on the year. Nate Lois, as we mentioned, has gotten going from downtown, 16 of 60, but he has scored up to his average to 8.4 points a game over the last 5 contests, and he is averaging 6 rebounds a contest. SHG coached by Blake Lucas, averaging 58 points a game. Southeast 59.6 points a game. And again, the Cyclones winners over U-High. They snapped a 2-game losing streak on Monday night. They've won 7 of their last 9. Officials for this game: Tanner Jones, Ricky Holmes, Andre Silas. Cyclones in their road white, black jerseys, white numerals, and gold trim. Spartans lineup about to be announced in front of the home crowd here. And they will be in their home white jerseys, blue numerals, gold trim. They are starting 2 freshmen in the starting lineup. They are starting a sophomore, a junior, and a senior.
It's senior Jalen Henry, averaging 13 and 10, and might have to see a good game from D'Angelo Hughes. Southeast is 13 and 11, and in those 13 wins, Hughes is usually a kid who will put 10 to 12, 15 points on the board and make some 3-point baskets. See, maybe sophomore D'Angelo Hughes has a good night if Southeast has a good night.
All of these kids can score the basketball on any given night. If you look at their high point totals for the year, D'Angelo Hughes has scored 25. Jalen Henry scored 26. B.J. Hill scored 27. I mean, any one of these kids can go off, and that's why it's important for any team that plays Southeast to make sure they play disciplined defense.
And they've just been inconsistent in having those good performances night in, night out. One of the reasons Southeast is just a click over 500 for the season. Tanner Jones will put the ball in the air between Jalen Henry and Little Mac, Sean McDonald, to get us started. His dad just got here from a track meet in Decatur, by the way, McDonald.
So he doesn't have to listen to us. He can just watch it in person.
Doesn't have to listen, that's right.
Tap on the tip, controlled by SHG. They'll move from right to left in front of us, and Malik Turner has the basketball high on the left now to Green. Into the corner to Nate Lois. Spartans in a zone defense to start. Here's Malik Turner, guarded by Hill, comes off a screen, takes it left wing. Picks up his dribble, skips it across the defense. Wide open 3, Lois, in and out, no good. Rebound underneath, Sestak tied up with Andre Williams, the 5'6" freshman, and a foul underneath. Nope, just a tie-up, and the ball will go to Southeast. If that would have gone in for Lois, that would have been a good sign for Cyclone Nation, but it didn't. Southeast has their first offensive possession. Here is Andre Williams. Top of the key, tried to feed inside to Henry, had it knocked away. Turnover, and SHG comes back the other way. Here is Green taking it inside the lane, shovels behind him to Malik. Now he angles back outside of the arc. Malik Turner taking the point, bounces high up top for Green. Gabe looks in over the smaller Andre Williams. Bounces right elbow to McDonald, shovels off to Malik for three. Jumper off the side of the iron, no good. Rebound brought down by Jalen Henry. Here comes Southeast. Up the near boundary, it is Hughes. Hughes, top of the key, Williams. Left side, it goes to Walton. Into the corner for B.J. Hill. Looks in against the Cyclone zone defense. So both of these teams who are known for man start out in a zone. Henry, left side to B.J. Hill in the corner. Wants Henry to come out and screen him. Thought about the give and go. Now they work it back around the perimeter. Southeast, three-pointer. Walton from the right corner, no good. Rebound away to McDonald, and the Cyclones come back the other way. No score, 6:30 to play first quarter. Here is Malik between his legs, left side to Green. Two hands it up top to Lois. Now back to Malik with 6.5 to play. Malik backs it back out near the center jump circle, guarded by B.J. Hill. And a foul away from the ball on the Cyclones, and it will be on Gabe Green.
Didn't see that. What happened in the free throw lane, about 10 or 12 feet away from where the ball was.
Maybe fighting through the screen of B.J. Hill. And speaking of Hill, tried the three from the deep right corner in the bucket. The lid is tight here tonight for these two teams at Southeast. Sestak drove baseline, and the charge called underneath as the freshman Andre Williams stepped in front of the driving junior guard. And another turnover on the Cyclones.
This game is scoreless in 2 minutes. After the first game, they scored 180 points between them.
We've seen a lot of points in this, Jim, but it may be lopsided to one game. Here is Hill trying to spin off a defender, and a foul is called on Malik Turner. Cyclone's second foul, Malik's first. So we have...
got 3 early fouls on SHG, on Green, Sestak, and Turner.
And they play it into Henry, steps in between two defenders, goes up with a bunny, missed it, and the rebound away to the Cyclones. Again, no score. And a foul across midcourt as Gabe Green took it across the timeline, and B.J. Hill commits the foul.
Well, the officials have sent an early message, have they not? 4 fouls in 2 minutes.
The scoreboard is getting a workout, but
not in the scoring column.
Not in the scoring column. There are zeros up. 5:45 to play here in the first. Lois with the basketball high in the right, bounces to Green. Looks inside. On the post, just right of the lane to Sestak. Goes up off the side of the backboard. Pinballed out of there. Ball loose on the floor. Somehow Sestak came up with it. Off the backboard, no. McDonald goes up with it. Swatted away by Henry. Now back to Sestak. Cyclones keep it. Jalen swatted it away again. And there's a tie-up underneath. There is no way the ball's going in the basket tonight. Jalen Henry with 3 blocks on that sequence. But SHG keeps the ball underneath their own basket. Malik will trigger it in. No score. Inside 5.5 to play. Plays it into Lois. Muscles in against Henry. Gives it off to McDonald. A baseline drive and a mid-range jumper, and the lid is finally off. 2-0 Cyclones. 5:10 to play. Williams into the corner now to B.J. Hill. Looking for Henry. Outside it goes around the arc. D'Angelo Hughes thought about the three. Back to Williams. Now to Hill. Lobs inside to Henry. Kicks it back out. Now here's Hughes for 3. Jumper off the side of the iron. Rebound pulled down by Walton. Cutting inside. Hughes off the glass, and a nice feed by the freshman. D'Angelo Hughes ties it at 2. 4:45 to play first quarter. SHG ball. Into the corner, it's Lois. Covered up by Henry in the zone. Wants Malik to give him a screen. Now he goes baseline right around Henry, driving to the basket and scored. And a blocking foul underneath. It was a late call, Tim, but the foul will go against Walton. The bucket counts, and Nate Lois at the line for a staff carpet free throw.
Yeah, that whistle did come a little late. That was one of those 50-50 block charge calls that went against the defender, freshman Isaiah Walton. Nate Lois heads to the line.
He is a 63% free throw shooter on the year. Malik Turner getting some last-minute instruction from Blake Lucas.
If you're not here and want to watch the game, it's live on Springfield School District Cable Channel 22 tonight.
And Tanner Jones is talking to the scorer's table.
Just want to make sure they had on whom to assess that foul in the scorebook, and it was on the freshman Walton. They got it right. Oh, now they've put up Lois's number.
Yeah,
that's not right.
They've just got to change
the
it.
scoreboard's just messed up.
Right. So Lois at the line, and the free throw is good. They actually put the foul up on B.J. Hill, and I don't think B.J. Hill was around the play.
No, it should have been Walton. If they assessed it on Hill, that's...
We're going to leave that
must
alone.
Must have been their discussion.
Right. Here's a three by Walton. That's no good. Ball pinballed out of there. Long rebound comes down to Sestak. Takes it inside the lane against the double team. Throws it up. And a tie-up is called underneath. Ball went out of bounds. Last touched by SHG. And it will be Spartan basketball. The foul is going to stay assessed on B.J. Hill according to the scoreboard. So we'll check maybe the book at halftime. This is where we need Gary and Larry.
A good idea.
Left side it is Hill. Lobs just left of the lane to Henry. Swinging it around the horn. Now Walton again. He's been off from outside the arc. 0 for 3 for Isaiah Walton. Coming back the other way, McDonald for SHG. High on the right it is Malik trying to take B.J. Hill. Takes him down the lane. Elevates with the right hand. Throws it up off the side of the iron. Rebound underneath. Walton skies for it. Coming down with it, it's Hughes. Weaving through traffic. Pull-up jumper in the lane. Good. D'Angelo Hughes with a 12-footer in the middle of the lane. And the Spartans have a 5-4 lead. Here is Turner. Skips it across the defense. Sestak for 3. Got it from the left corner. Then Sestak hits his 43rd 3 on the year. Did they give him a 3 or did they give him a 2?
It's a 3,
okay.
8-4. SHG is the score, and that is correct.
8-4, Cyclones with the lead. Here is Williams, tight roping the sideline. Walton back to Williams, top of the key 3, in and out, no good. Rebound, Henry goes back up and scores.
Need a lot more of that from Jalen Henry to the Spartans. If the little guys miss the outside shots, he's got to put them back.
Here is McDonald from that left corner, no good. Rebound underneath. Away to Williams. Lobs it up court for Hughes. Kicks it back out to Walton. Back to Hughes. Lobs on the block now to Henry. Turns, squares up. Goes baseline. Shut off against Lois. And Nate Lois draws the foul. That will be
2 on Nate. Now they say 1 on Nate.
That is
foul on Lois early.
First on Lois, 4th on the team. And the Spartans will inbound it. Mark Johnson checks into the game, a freshman. Inbounding it to Henry, spinning on the baseline, goes up, no, rimming won't go. Rebound underneath to the Cyclones. Here comes Malik into the left corner to Lois. Top of the key now, it goes to Malik, guarded by B.J. Hill. Spartans shift into a man-to-man defense. High on the right, it is to Sestak. Top of the key, it's Green. Gabe, left side to Malik, looks inside to a cutting Lois, gets it to him, squares up against Henry, double clutches off the glass, no good. Dom Alio checked into the game, puts it back up and in on the putback. Dominic Alio, the 6'6 senior, they'll need a lot from him tonight, and the Cyclones lead it 10-6. Down the lane, it's Hughes, kicks it out right corner to Walton. Back up top, it is D'Angelo Hughes between his legs, backs it back out near the center jump circle with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Here is Hughes trying to take Green, kicks it into the corner, wide open 3, Hill, in and out, no good. Rebound tapped out of there and into the arms of Sestak. SHG will slow it down and come back the other way. 1:46 to play first quarter, 10-6 Cyclones. Half court left, it is Sestak, kicks it left corner. Here's a 3 by Gabe, no good. Rebound, climbing the ladder over the Cyclones, it's Hill running the floor down the way and scores all the way down the other end. B.J. Hill with a running coast-to-coast layup. Timeout on the floor, 10-8. Cyclones with a lead, back in 30 seconds.
WFMV Springfield Chatham.
2.5 minutes left to play in the sectional game down at Okawville. Lutheran leading North Green 48-41. Up at Lincoln, MacArthur hanging in there with a 1-point lead against U-High early in the fourth quarter. Winner gets Lincoln on Friday night in the regional final.
10-8, Cyclones with a lead. They break the full court. Pressure by Southeast. D'Amelio down the other way. Missed the shot, but Ben Sestak was there to clean it up and put it back up and in. Sestak with 5.
Actually, it was Malik Turner who got that putback.
Oh, okay. Turner with the putback. He's got his first 2. 12-8 now. 1:05 to play here in the first. D'Angelo Hughes, left side it goes. Up top now to Mark Johnson. Johnson into the left corner now to Hill. Hill looking for Henry. Southeast Cyclones doing a nice job covering him up. They get it to him. Immediately draw a triple team. Backdoor cut on the feed from Henry to a cutting B.J. Hill, who scores his second bucket of the game. The other way it is Lois taking it the other way. Reverse layup blocked by Henry. Reverses direction. Takes it back towards the baseline. Missed the bunny. Rebound away to Southeast. 33 seconds left. Here is Hughes into the corner. The freshman Williams with a floater on the left baseline. No good. Rebound away to Gabe Green. And he'll clear it away to Malik Turner for the final 23 seconds of the first quarter. 12-10. Cyclones with a lead. Malik with it, 16 seconds high on the left. Top of the key now to Green. Into the right corner goes Sestak with 11. With 10, puts it to the floor, bouncing to Lois with 8. Inside the lane now to Malik with 6. With 5, left side. Malik fade away from the left baseline. Got it. Cyclones 14-10. Last second heave. 3-quarter court. Good if it goes. No good. Left it short. And the Cyclones lead it by 4 after 1. 14-10. Back in 1 minute.
Back at Southeast Regional semifinal. Sacred Heart Griffin leading the Spartans 14-10 after 1 quarter. Earlier game won by Lanphier over Jacksonville 108-72.
Malik Turner, the leading scorer for SHG with 4. D'Angelo Hughes has 4 to lead Southeast. Cyclones start with the basketball, half court left. It is Sestak with it high on the right. Now Malik Turner pops out between the double team, grabs it, guarded it by B.J. Hill. Taking Hill down the lane, stripped on the way up by Hill. Loose ball on the floor, picked up by McDonald near the timeline, and the Cyclones have it back. 7:36 to play. Malik around a screen, actually around a double team. There was no screen, and he drew the foul, or was it a clearing out foul on Malik?
Now they're going to call it on Sean McDonald on a moving screen. You had it right. Big Mac, unhappy that Little Mac got called for that foul.
So the Spartans have it.
First time McDonald.
5th on the Cyclones here in the game. Jalen Henry pops out into the corner, and he throws the ball away. Intercepted by Malik, taking it down the lane and throws it down with the right hand.
Think he can hop?
That was impressive.
Springing the legs for Malik Turner on a glide-in, one-hand slamorama after the steal off the bad pass by Jalen Henry.
Saw a couple of dunks by Larry Austin, and Malik, who's pretty good friends with LA, said, I can do that. 16-10 now. Malik with 6. Into the corner, it's Hill. Back out front. That was a bad pass by Henry to set that up.
Terrible.
Henry's going to call for it again. Draws the double team. Had it knocked loose off his noggin and then knocked out of bounds. He's lucky he didn't touch it last. But the Cyclones did touch it last, and it'll be Southeast ball underneath their own hoop.
Good news from the Macon Meridian sectional. The hosts fall to Porta. Petersburg Porta into the sectional final. Blue Jays win tonight 61-50 over Meridian.
Jalen Henry got the inbounds pass into that deep right corner and then tried to elevate over the double team and had it knocked loose out of bounds. Slapped away. They're going to try it again. They're going to get it to him again. Play it into Henry again. Catches one hand. Draws the double team in the deep right corner. Draws the foul. They are determined to get the ball to Jalen Henry, which is not a bad thing, but Henry's a little worse for wear down there in the corner.
Dominic Alio fouled him on that play. Lutheran trying to hang on late. About 40 seconds left, leading North Green 51-50 at Oakville.
And a nice pass inside as they use Henry on the decoy there, and D'Angelo Hughes shuck free in the lane, and the other way, the Cyclones score. So D'Angelo Hughes with 6 points.
Gabe Green at the other end for SHG.
And Green with his first bucket of the game. He's got 2, 18-12. Cyclones with a lead. Here is Hughes in the lane. Picks up his dribble, kicks it out into the deep right corner. Jackson lobs inside to Henry, draws the double team, throws it up, got fouled, picked up by D'Amelio, sent him to the ground.
I think Ricky Holmes is going to say it was on the floor, not on the shot. No, he's going to give
lining up
Henry.
like he's going to shoot. So
it says it's on the floor, so it's a 1 and bonus, not a shooting foul.
Yeah, it's the
1 and 1 for
Henry.
Henry.
You're right.
I thought he was shooting, but I'm sitting up here and I'm not wearing a striped shirt.
Maybe more importantly, that is Dominic Alio's second foul.
Didn't take long. He got two in about 25 seconds.
Well, they were determined to go at the Cyclones' biggest defender.
Henry has struggled at times at the line this season.
And not there. 3 points for the 6'9" senior. Averages almost 13. He's got it averaging a double-double. 13 points, 10 rebounds.
One more staff carpet free throw for Jalen Henry. His team down 5 with 6:22 left in the half.
Second toss in and stays in. 4 for Henry. Cuts the Cyclone lead to 4 with 6:19 to play. Gabe Green, stop and go across the timeline, picks up his dribble into the deep right corner to Sestak, goes through the double team, almost lost the ball, retrieves it outside the arc. Back to Sestak, steps into a 3, right corner, jumper, good! Ben Sestak over B.J. Hill. Sestak's got 2 threes in the game. He's got 6 of the Cyclones' 21. They lead 21-14. Into the lane, it is Henry over the double team, and he'll see that all night, Tim. And he missed the baby hook from inside the lane. Back the other way comes SHG. Here's Sestak.
They really defended Henry pretty well.
Outside the arc, Lois. He'll take a 3. That was almost an NBA 3. Missed it short. Rebound, Hill. One-on-one. Hill down the lane. Stepped into Lois. Almost rolled it up and in.
Boy,
and B.J. Hill, yeah, he maybe came down on a shoe or something, but he is down on the floor, and he'll roll over onto his back.
And you know if he's down, he's hurt because B.J. Hill is tough.
Yeah, he'll get help up from
foul on Lois.
Isaiah Walton and D'Angelo Hughes, and he'll walk that off.
Scoreboard says that Nate Lois has 2 fouls. I thought he had 3, but
we'll have to check the foul
official
situation.
book probably has 2, and that's what matters.
We're not sure if the B.J. Hill has a foul or if it's...
Well, we know B.J. Hill scrapes himself off the floor and is going to shoot free throws.
Here's the first staff carpet free throw in the air. No, missed it. 21-14, 5:35 to play in the first half. Nate Lois has a seat after picking up 2 fouls, or 3. And B.J. Hill with one more staff carpet free throw. Malik Turner out. Eric, I keep wanting to say Eric Zanger. His dad is Eric. Kevin on the floor. And B.J. Hill missed both free throws. And Michael Ziegler, who also checked into the game, grabbed the rebound for the Cyclones. Quiet here at Scheffler Gym, and a pocket pick by D'Angelo Hughes against Green. Hughes rimmed it, won't go. Rebound to Hill, who put it back up and in on a spinning layup underneath. B.J. Hill was 6. Cyclones amid full court pressure. Zanger trying to get away from it up the far boundary. Gets it off to Green, top of the key with 5:07 to play in the first half. Here is Green, left of the lane. Left side, it goes to Sestak in the corner. Plays it up top to Zanger. Ball fake. Shovels it off to Sestak behind him. Now to Green, driving baseline. Goes up and scores over Henry. Shielded his body with his right hand. Gabe Green with his second bucket of the game. Here is Hill the other way for Southeast, trailing at 23-16. And Hill with a baseline jumper. He's got 2 in a row. He's got 8, 23-18. Full court pressure really getting into the head of SHG. Here's Sestak, foot on the line. They're going to give him the 3. I'm not sure if his foot wasn't on the line, but Sestak, if that's good for a 3, his third 3 of the game, he's got 9 points.
They signaled 3, even though it looked like it should have been a long 2.
Outside the arc, Henry plays it off into the left corner now to Walton. That's no good. Ball loose on the floor. Pinball out of there. Saved by Hughes behind his back. It goes out of bounds. SHG believes that Southeast touched it last, but the officials say it was the Cyclones who batted it out of bounds, and the Spartans will keep it deep in the right corner on their own sideline.
26-18, Sacred Heart Griffin leading Southeast. 4:13 left in the first half. And Southeast will get the ball back after an effusive protest from Cyclones head coach Blake Lucas that they made the out-of-bounds play the wrong call.
And here comes Tanner Jones to tell Jalen Henry and Michael Ziegler to knock it off. Now they'll reset. Malcolm Pollard, the 5'10 senior, will trigger it in, who came into the game. looking for Henry in the corner. Henry catches, tight ropes the sideline on the near side. Outside it goes to Williams. Now to Pollard. Back to Andre Williams, the freshman. Now to Hill, crossover dribble, takes Malik down the lane, missed the shot, rebound underneath to Ziegler. Outlet pass goes to Malik. Quickly down the other way, Malik behind his back, feeds inside, Ziegler goes up and scores over Henry. Michael Ziegler, who had some meaningful minutes in the game against QND, scores. The other way it is Hughes. Stop and go three from the top of the key. And D'Angelo Hughes, the leading scorer for Southeast with 9. Spartans put on full court pressure. There was a loose ball on the floor, and I think Malik called a timeout before he stepped out of bounds.
Coach Lucas actually got the timeout called. 28-21, Cyclones lead, 3:36 left in the half, back in 30.
Back here at Southeast, 28-21. 3:36 to play here in the first half. Cyclone basketball, but Tim, the last, I'd say 6 or 7 possessions, Southeast has turned up the dial, full court defense.
And Sacred Heart Griffins handled it pretty well. It built a 10-point lead until the three by D'Angelo Hughes just before this skirmish for a loose ball a moment ago produced a timeout. 7-point difference after that made 3, 28-21, 3.5 to play in the first half.
It'll be Malik Turner working it up against the floor against D'Angelo Hughes. Now they'll trap him into the corner. They throw it to Sestak, tight ropes the sideline, gets it into Ziegler, feeds underneath. McDonald goes up, count the bucket and the foul, and McDonald at the line to our left for the staff carpet and one.
Boy, Big Ziegler's really helped in the last minute and a half off the bench.
2 games.
Bucket and a great assist there to McDonald.
How about the save by Sestak on the corner? Malik was trapped suddenly in the backcourt. He elevated over the defense, threw a wide pass to Sestak, who had to tightrope that far sideline and found Ziegler underneath, who found McDonald. McDonald found the basket, and he finds the free throw line here, and he made the staff carpet free throw. 7 for Sean McDonald. Back to a 10-point edge for SHG with 3:21 to play in the first half. Here's Williams. Right side it goes to Pollard, looking inside to Darius Owsley, who checked into the game for Southeast. Hughes to Pollard, top of the key. It's Williams taking him down the lane. Back outside. Hill launches a 3, in and out, no good. Rebound away to Gabe Green. Up the floor it is to Malik. Behind his back, threw it to Ricky Holmes, who unfortunately doesn't play for the Cyclones on the baseline.
It's only their 3rd turnover.
Malik was explaining to Sean McDonald what he wanted out of that play. He wanted him to be standing by Ricky Holmes where he threw the basketball. Turnover on SHG. Here comes Southeast. Inside 3 to play. Here's Hughes. Pull-up jumper. 15-footer. No good from straight on. Rebound Malik. Outlet pass up the floor to Sestak. All the way down the floor. Lays it up and in. Southeast tried to get back, but Sestak was too quick. He's got 11, and it's 33-21 SHG. Pollard for Southeast to Hughes. Left side to the freshman Williams in the corner. Cyclones in a zone defense. Southeast working it around the perimeter. 2.5 to play. Here is Hill. Around a screen. Stutter steps to the free throw line. Kicks it left corner to Williams. Back outside on the far hash mark. It's Hill. BJ with 2 stutter steps inside the lane. And from the left elbow, pulled up and hit the 15-footer. He's been on fire tonight. 10 points for Hill. 2 minutes left here in the first half. Cyclone basketball half court left, up 33-23. In and out, Sestak for 3, kept alive by Ziegler into the arms of McDonald, lost it on the way down. Here comes the freshman Williams down the floor and missed the layup. Rebound, Owsley takes it up and drew the foul. Andre Williams had kind of an off-balance layup attempt from that right side, but Owsley was there. Nice box out. And Darius Owsley, the 6'9 junior, at the line, just 4 of 6 on the year, so he doesn't get many attempts, but he makes the majority of them. And the first half carpet free throw, not close. on that one. Dom Aleo checks back in. Michael Ziegler gets a hand. Sean McDonald is out.
Another Southeast freshman off the bench here in the last 2 minutes of the half, Mark Johnson. Little 5'6" freshman is checked in.
Owsley missed both free throws. Away to Malik on the rebound. Here's Gabe Green. Nobody defending him. Takes him down the lane. Missed it with a left hand. Rebound pinballed out of there, and it is last touch by Southeast. Mark Johnson had the choice of whether to save it or let it go. He opted to let it go. It was the wrong decision because Silas said it went off on the Spartans. SHG plays it in. 1:40 to play in the first half. Up 33-23. Here's Malik, right of the circle. Wants a screen by Aleo. Takes it left of the circle. Now to Gabe Green. Green comes off a screen by Lois. Give and go. Lois down the lane. Inside the lane. Threw it off the glass. Missed it. Rebound follow. No good by Dom Aleo, but he got fouled.
They took in Owsley for bodying Aleo on the way in. That'll put Dom at the line. Dominic Aleo, 6'6" senior, averages 7+. Never a great free throw shooter at 57%, but he has a couple here with 1:26 to go in the half. Cyclones lead the Spartans 33-23. Aleo can match the biggest lead of the game if he can get these two to fall.
And the first half carpet free throw is good.
Good form on the first one.
Yep. 3 points for Aleo, 57% on the year. Cyclones as a team shooting 67% from the free throw line. Southeast just 60%. Second right-handed toss by Aleo, no good. Rebound underneath to D'Angelo Hughes. Here comes Southeast into the corner. A three try on the way by Williams. That's short, but he got fouled. He'll have 3 free throws.
Ben Sestak made a mistake on that one. Put a little arm on arm after Andre Williams let loose with the ball. And the official in the corner down there gave the foul. And a 3 free throw chance here for freshman Andre Williams of Southeast. Sestak's second foul.
SHG huddled on that left block. And D'Angelo Hughes just kind of stood there like he was part of the team as they talked. And Ricky Holmes said, "Hey, get out of there." And the freshman, Andre Williams, made the first free throw.
Just gathering a
He
little
just
intelligence.
stood there. Nobody said a word.
Big ears sometimes hear things.
Second toss on the way is good. He's got one more coming.
MacArthur and U-High go to overtime at Lincoln, tied at 53. Headed to overtime. Winner gets the Railers in the regional final at Lincoln on Friday.
Winner of this one gets Lanphier. They put up 108 on Jacksonville. 108-72, the final score in our first game tonight. And the third and final free throw is good by Andre Williams, who is 0 from three-point range, but he hit 3 the conventional way. Gabe Green with the inbounds, takes it across to McDonald. Now Green pops over the timeline and comes and gets it. Left side to Zanger. Kevin puts it to the floor with the left hand, picks up his dribble, splits the double team. Outside it goes to McDonald. McDonald angles towards the right side. Picks up his dribble behind him to Gabe with 58 seconds left. Gabe inside the lane, lost it on the way up. And a turnover on SHG, 55 seconds left. Cyclones 34, Southeast 26.
That is turnover number 5 for Sacred Heart Griffin. Leading by 8 in Southeast. See if they can work it to a 5 or 6 point deficit here this trip.
Outside the arc it is Williams. Steps inside with 44 seconds left. Mark Johnson lobs to Henry on the left block. Back outside to Hill. Head and shoulder fake, and B.J. Hill has been the offense for Southeast tonight. He's got 13.
5-point game.
Here's the other way. Quickly a baseline drive on the feed underneath to Sestak, who laid it up and in.
Ben knew where to go, right to the hoop.
13 for Sestak. 36-29. 20 seconds left. B.J. Hill crosses over on the defender. Zanger takes it up from 15. No good. Rebound pinballed out of there. Hughes with the 15-foot floater. And the Spartans have cut it to a 5-point game again. 9 seconds left. Here is Green. Hits a defender as he crossed half court. He tried to get it off to Sestak. Hit the ground.
Where's the foul? B.J. tackled me at midcourt. B.J. didn't hit him that hard in the football season.
And it will be
Timeout.
SHG basketball when we come back.
Players to come in, get Lois and Turner in for this last 5.6 for SHG. Gabe Green to throw it in on the side.
Who gets the shot here? Plays it into McDonald into the deep right corner. 4 seconds left. McDonald trying to move. Throws it up from the corner. Lois good on the tip follow from the backside. And Nate Lois went right around Jalen Henry, elevated and put it in. Cyclones lead 38-31 at halftime. We'll take a timeout. 3-minute break. Back to Scheffler Gym after these messages.
MacArthur in overtime over U-High.
So it'll be an all CSA final.
All CSA final for next year.
Somewhat.
Yeah. MacArthur headed to this conference playing Lincoln in the Railers home gym Friday night, the regional championship.
Okay.
Wins tonight for Porta. They'll play Warrensburg in a sectional final Friday. And Lutheran, they'll play Waterloo-Jabot in a sectional final on Friday.
Looks like both of these teams have their original starting 5 on the floor. Southeast will have the basketball to start here as they inbound, and a throwaway as Gabe Green fell on the deck, grabbed the basketball and shoveled it off to Malik Turner in the backcourt. And now SHG comes the other way. It's Green, Turner, McDonald, Sestak, and Lois for the Cyclones. B.J. Hill, Jalen Henry, nice backdoor feed from Malik cutting down the lane. It was Nate Lois on that left baseline. And Lois has 5 points, 40-31. Williams, Walton, Hill, Hughes, and Henry on the floor for Southeast. And here is Williams for 3. He is 0 from beyond the arc. Walton there with a putback follow, no good. Rebound, Gabe Green. Ahead to Malik. Turner weaving through traffic, picks up his dribble, bounces outside the arc to Green. Gabe holds it high over his head. McDonald pops out, looks in against the Southeast D, comes off a screen by Sestak, wants to give it to him, bad pass, tracked down on the baseline by Walton, threw it off of Sestak's shoe out of bounds. And the Spartans will have the basketball off the Cyclone turnover.
A little more detail on the MacArthur win over U-High. We're told they won it on a tip-in at the buzzer over U-High in overtime. So Decatur MacArthur Generals, Lincoln Railers, Friday night in Lincoln.
Here is Walton driving baseline around his man McDonald.
First basket of the night for Isaiah Walton came after a Euro step along the left baseline. That was a travel in some...
He pirouetted around the taller McDonald. He takes the 3, and he traveled with it. So Walton gets away with it traveling around McDonald, and then McDonald just traveled and turned it back over to the Spartans. 33 for Southeast, 40 for Sacred Heart Griffin, 7-point Cyclone lead. Here's Andre Williams, the freshman, taking in the point guard chores into the corner. And Walton will continue to shoot the 3. He's 0 for 3 range this game. And a driving attempt on the baseline by Williams was no good. Out of bounds. Last touch, though, by SHG, and Southeast will keep it. B.J. Hill will play it in. Left of the Spartan goal. Plays it out to Hughes. Takes it inside the arc. And it's knocked loose by Green. Down the other way. Gabe Green with a left hand lays it up and in.
I think D'Angelo Hughes just plain fell down.
Right. Well, he ran right into Gabe.
And Gabe Green runs the other way, 3/4 court, and scores a layup. 6
points for Green. Bumped defensively. And Hughes put a shoulder right into Green that time and was strong with the basketball. And on the step back, hit the mid-range jumper. D'Angelo Hughes with 13. Into the lane, it is Lois. We heard some skin flapping from up here. So we know that's a foul.
B.J. Hill fouls Nate Lois.
Nate Lois's big arms didn't hardly even notice it, and he's at the free throw line shooting staff carpet free throws.
2 of the stronger kids in the league, Nate Lois and B.J. Hill, collided. Lois' first foul shot, a staff carpet free throw, is no good.
And checking back in for Lawrence Thomas is Mark Johnson, the 5'8 freshman. And Andre Williams has a seat. not been the night for Isaiah Walton or Andre Williams tonight from downtown. And uncharacteristically, Nate Lois missed both free throws there. Here is Hughes stepping inside the arc. Had it knocked loose again by Green. Here's a steal. Down the other way. Gabe with a left hand. Tip follow up and good by Malik. That was dangerously close to being goaltending, but they did not.
I think the ball was off the rim when Turner
off.
made contact with it. That was a good no goaltend call, and it was. You're right, it was close, but I think the ball was in the air when he tipped it.
Here is Henry. Draws the double team, throws it along the baseline to Hughes into the deep right corner, picks up his dribble, cutting down the way. It is Hughes and missed the driving layup, but he got fouled, and he'll be at the line.
Ben Sestak, third personal foul on the Cyclone Junior Sestak. 5:07 to go in the third. 44-35, Cyclones leading. D'Angelo Hughes with 13 points in the game and 2 staff carpet free throws.
And he's pretty good at the line this year, 78%. And he made the first.
McDonald in for SHG and Sestak out with that third foul.
If you're just joining us, it has been B.J. Hill and D'Angelo Hughes, who both have 13, make 14 for D'Angelo Hughes, 13 for B.J. Hill for Southeast to keep him in this one. Green picks up his dribble. Nice pass inside. Touch pass from McDonald to Lois. Tried to get it underneath to Alio. Couldn't do so. B.J. Hill with a driving, wild layup that he threw up with both hands underneath the basket. It hit the underside of the rim. B.J. Hill hit the deck. And there's a foul on the floor.
Third on Dominic Alio. And again, B.J. Hill has to peel himself off the court as he went hard to the floor. 2 foul shots.
Hill, a 63% free throw shooter on the year, got the first. 14 for Hill, 14 for D'Angelo Hughes. It is a 44-37 lead for SHG. And he got both. 44-38 SHG. Malik Turner puts on the Jets up the near boundary. Inside the lane, Lois. Touch pass to Dom Alio. Too strong off the window, but pinballed out of there. And the Cyclones keep it on the offensive board. Here's Malik. Looks inside for Alio. Kicks it out. McDonald steps into a three from the top of the key and buries it. First three of the game for McDonald, 46th of the year. And Sean has 10 points in the game, 47-38. Cyclones with a lead. Hill outside the arc. Cyclones in his zone. Stutter step down the lane. Throws it up wildly with the right hand. Cutting to the basket. No good. Rebound away to McDonald. Quickly up the floor. It is to Green. Now right side. McDonald steps into another three. In and out. No good. Rebound underneath Henry. And he's tied up underneath between Dominic Alio and Malik Turner. And the foul, or is it just a tie-up? There is a foul on the floor. And it will be on Dom Alio, and that is his fourth.
With 4:01 to play in the third quarter. 47-38, SHG leads. Ziegler in, and Alio will sit. For Sacred Heart Griffin, road black. Home white for Southeast. Higher seed Spartans trailing by 9 midway through the third quarter.
D'Angelo Hughes will take the point for Southeast. Inside 4 to play, as Tim said. Here's Hughes trying to come off a screen by Hill. Doesn't quite seal around Green. On the baseline to Henry. Kicks it back out. Left side Jackson. Mark steps inside the lane and got his own rebound. Actually, it was touched by SHG on the way up. I thought he just lost it.
Mark Johnson, the 5'8 freshman for Southeast, got away with a travel and a double dribble and scored.
And Malik comes back the other way. This has not been the finest hour for the Spartans so far, but they are remaining in it legally, whether legally or not. Johnson went up with it on the drive. I think some of the crowd reacted as though he just lost it on the way up. The official said that the Cyclones tipped it, which allowed Johnson to catch it again and then go back up with it and score.
Off a Jalen Henry foul at the other end, Malik Turner has 2 free throws, the first of which is no good.
Southeast is going to need more out of Jalen Henry, Tim, in the offensive end if they want to come back and win this game.
4 points, 4 rebounds so far for Jalen Henry.
And 1 foul. And Malik got the staff carpet free throw. Hughes with a basketball, top of the key for Southeast, trailing it by 8. 3:22 to play in the third. Outside the arc, way high in the right, it is Hill, and a foul underneath.
Yeah, they'll get Ziegler. He and Henry were hand-to-hand combat on the right side of the lane as Henry was trying to post up. SHG is using a lot of people on Jalen Henry tonight, and a lot of those people are getting in foul trouble. Alio already with 4. Sestak with 3.
Hughes has it, takes it inside the lane against Malik, elevates outside the arc to Walton, draws the double team, threw it away to Lois. Up the near boundary is Nate, scoop shot with the right hand, no, saved by Ziegler underneath to Lois, goes back up with it, pinball out of there, into the arms of Southeast. The other way it is Johnson throwing along the far sideline to his teammate Hughes. Gabe Green stepped in front, knocked it out of bounds, and they'll reset with 3:01 to play in the third. Johnson lobbing inside to Henry, lost it on the way up. Boy, he had an open look at the basket for just a split second, but the defense collapsed and Henry could not handle the basketball, though bailed out last touch by the Cyclones. Johnson will inbound, literally wanting to hand it to Henry. That would have been illegal. Plays it out front to Walton, inside to Henry. Ball fake on the drive, goes up, had it stripped loose. Malik Turner the other way for SHG. And Henry has not been very strong with the basketball underneath in this game. Green, right side to Turner, around his man, takes it inside against Henry, inside and scores. Now I have Malik Turner with 11, Tim.
You have him correct.
And the scoreboard has him with 9.
I don't believe the scoreboard, except that total score is right. 50-40 SHG.
Left side it is Walton with a basketball for Southeast. Right hand hit by dribble. Here's BJ stepping into a 3, straight on jumper. Good from the top of the key for BJ Hill. The 5'9 junior buries his second 3. He's got 18 of the Southeast 43.
He's keeping them in it.
Timeout on the floor, 50-43, back in 30.
Other 3A regional finals tonight. Taylorville beat Mattoon 81-62, and MacArthur on a tip-in at the buzzer in overtime. MacArthur upset U-High 62-61 at Lincoln.
So those regional finals are set for Friday night. Here it'll be Lanphier, who beat Jacksonville 108-72. Here is SHG throwing it all the way down the floor on the inbounds to Lois. Missed the layup. Rebound Southeast. The other way it is Walton trying a 3 again. Missed it again. Rebound pinballed out of there into the arms of BJ. Feeds the corner. Johnson for 3. Good!
Freshman Mark Johnson.
Mark Johnson hits his second bucket. He's got 5 and the lead cut to 4. Quickly the other way. Nobody on defense. Gabe Green cut through the Southeast full court pressure, and Sean McDonald was all by his lonesome underneath the basket.
Turns a 4-point SHG lead to 6 in a blink.
12 points for McDonald, 52-46. Southeast basketball, they trail in the game. Here is Walton, steps to his left, inside the arc, throws it up wildly, missed it. Rebound underneath. And it was Harrison DeVoe, the 6'3 junior, who was fouled underneath as he tried to get it out of there. Well, you got to give credit to Isaiah Walton. I mean, he keeps shooting. He's not hitting, but he keeps shooting.
Minute 22 to play in the third, 52-46. We were asked earlier, where is Sabri Bakari tonight? Well, he's in uniform. He's on the bench, but he has not played. Sabri Bakari, a junior high jumper for Southeast.
A transfer from Mississippi, right?
Correct.
And a kick out of bounds as they played it into DeVoe. And Ben Sestak kicked it out of bounds, and Spartans will inbound it even further into that left corner. Plays it up top to Hill, back to Jackson, just hit a three from there, or Johnson rather. Now right side to Walton. Top of the key, Johnson. Left side it goes Hill. He thought about the three, covered up by Green, comes off a screen by DeVoe, elevates inside the lane, missed it. Rebound underneath to Green. Up ahead, Lois. Into the corner now to McDonald. Steps into a three again. In and out, no good. Rebound underneath to Walton. Up ahead to Hughes. Here comes Southeast. 15-footer inside the arc, no good. Rebound underneath Hughes. Backdoor cut. Inside feed to B.J. Hill, who laid it up and in off the glass. Hill with 20. The other way, it is Sestak who puts it up and in. Cyclones get back in a hurry. They like that transition game every once in a while. Here is Johnson again, the freshman, in and out for three. Long pass up ahead from Lois to Sestak, taking it, knifing off the glass, and scores again. And it is SHG with the transition that is working here tonight.
Yeah, they're outrunning the Spartans. That's a bit of a surprise, but it's gotten SHG back up by 8 when their lead had been cut to 4.
15 seconds left and a foul off the ball as D'Angelo Hughes hit the ground.
That B.J. Hill bucket cut the SHG lead to 4 for Southeast, and then Ben Sestak gets the run out on one bucket and then does the exact same thing off a Southeast miss the second time.
Gabe Green will come out of the game, and Kevin Zanger enters for Blake Lucas and SHG. The freshman, Mark Johnson, plays it in to Jalen Henry. One-on-one against Ziegler, right baseline. Ziegler put a body into Henry and drew the foul.
Before Henry was shooting.
Just the second team foul on SHG.
He thinks he's going to have free throws, but I think, yeah, one in bonus because that was the 7th team.
7th, right.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Henry went to the free throw line.
Southeast with just 2 team fouls.
10 seconds left in the third quarter. 56-48, Cyclones lead. And Jalen Henry, 2 for 2 at the line and just 4 points in the game for the 6'9 senior for Southeast. 1 in bonus.
A number of substitutions. Ziegler came out. Malik Turner is back in. Henry hit the free throw. He's got just 5 points. Mark Johnson came out for Southeast. Malcolm Pollard came in. And the second toss for Henry also good. 10 seconds left. Full court to go for SHG, and full court pressure being applied by Southeast. Lois picks up the inbounds, draws the double team, and he stepped on the end line.
No, that's a good foul by Southeast. Oh, they got a timeout call.
They got a timeout. They were going to call Lois for stepping on the baseline, but then the head official came in and said Blake Lucas called the timeout first.
But will there be a foul assessed? There could have been because somebody fouled Lois in the backcourt. Stop the clock with 6.6. They say no foul, timeout only. 6.6 to go in the third quarter. 56-50. Sacred Heart Griffin leading. So Lois had been trapped in the backcourt, trying to push his way out of it. Southeast reached in and fouled him, but that foul won't go on the board. And it would have been a good foul, only the third team foul. So nothing would have happened except an out-of-bounds play. And it forced SHG to burn a timeout.
So when we come out of this timeout, the Cyclones have the basketball. They'll inbound it right in front of the Southeast bench. They've got 3-quarter court to go. 6.6 seconds left here in the third. It'll be Green that'll play it in. Sestak and McDonald are back in the backcourt along with Nate Lois. Full court pressure again being applied. They play it into the front court to Malik. He can take a 3. 5 seconds left. Steps in, hop step in the lane, threw it up with the left hand, no good. Henry with a rebound. Lost it on the way as he was trying to get back into the a wide open shooting lane, but the clock expires. 56-50, 3 quarters in the books. Cyclones with a lead, back in a minute.
2, 998.
Back here with a fresh 8 on the clock. Final fourth period about to get underway. 56-50 is the score. Southeast trails SHG. Will start the ball with the fourth. And they play it into Malik Turner. Angelo Hughes will guard him in the Southeast man-to-man. Now here is Gabe. Top of the key, it's McDonald. Right side, it goes to Sestak. Wanted to get it to Sestak and went to Turner. Sestak lost on the way up, got the loose ball, comes back across, and Malik Turner tells him to go away emphatically. Wants the one-on-one with Hughes. Outside it goes to Lois. Sestak pops out top of the key, wants to get it to Malik. Southeast doing a nice job defensively inside. No lanes inside, and the Cyclones continue to work it around the perimeter. Backdoor cut. McDonald along the baseline. Steps and squares up against Henry, now takes it outside. Here is Malik, left side. Lois thought about the three, steps inside the arc, outside to McDonald, steps to the top of the key. Now right side to Sestak, comes off a screen by Turner. Great defense by Southeast. 7:07 to play here in the fourth. Cyclones up by 6. Here is Turner working in against the freshman Williams, kicks it to the corner, and Sestak makes him pay with the fourth three of the night for Ben Sestak. He's got 20 in the game. 59-50, a 9-point lead. Malcolm Pollard for Southeast, plays it right of the lane to Henry, trying to take Lois baseline, goes up off the glass and scores. That's the best, most solid play we've seen Jalen Henry make all night tonight. Here is Sestak spinning around his man to the goal and scores. Ben Sestak with a hot hand. He's got 22. 61-52 the lead for SHG. Pollard left side for Southeast. Skips it across the defense, high on the right to Hughes now. Back into the deep left corner to Walton. Back to Pollard now. Right side it goes. Hughes trying to take Sestak along the baseline and drives right around his man and scores. D'Angelo Hughes, that's his first bucket of the fourth. He has 16. 61-54 Cyclones. Here is Gabe. Boy, he wanted that three from about 23 from the hoop.
Jalen Henry standing in his face.
He
out guarding Gabe Green.
The quarterback makes lots of nice decisions. That was among them. Backdoor feed inside to Lois, kicks it back out, wide open three, stepping into it. It is Turner, no good. Rebound underneath Sestak, goes back up, threw it off the window, too strong. Rebound underneath, weak side, pulled down by Walton. Into the corner from Hughes to Pollard, that's no good. Henry stepped in, tried to knock it away, and he did, out of bounds. Jalen Henry having a tough night underneath. He's got 8 points. He was trying for, I don't know how many rebounds he has tonight.
5 so far.
He was trying for 6, but he knocked it loose out of bounds.
7-point difference, so this game is far from over, but SHG has played better through the first 3 quarters plus of this game. Now they fouled Ben Sestak through the Spartans.
Sestak caught that ball leaping across half-court line, and as he turned around to face the basket, he ran right into the freshman Mark Johnson, who's wearing those powder blue Nike sneakers.
Only the 3rd team foul on the Spartans.
Here's Malik along the baseline. Sestak clapping for it, wants a three, didn't get it, got his own, or just too slow to follow his own shot. Southeast with a rebound, back to Hughes, steps into a three, no, rebound underneath Turner. Malik racing into the front court, quickly ahead, nice feed to Lois, missed the layup, left it short, drew the foul. Lois anticipating contact, put the brakes on Tim almost as if he was in midair, but in doing so, the layup didn't quite make it to the basket, and he will be at the line shooting staff carpet free throw.
D'Angelo Hughes on the foul for Southeast. 5:06 left, 61-54, SHG leading.
First on Hughes, just the 4th on the team.
Lois with 2 staff carpet free throws, the first of which bangs off no good.
Quiet night for Nate offensively tonight. Just 5 points. Second right-handed toss for Lois is good. 62-54. 5 minutes to play here in the fourth. Winner plays Lanphier at 7 on Friday. Here's Mark Johnson, top of the key, feeds Henry left elbow, kicks it into the corner to Walton for 3. He has had a tough time from beyond the arc. Malik Turner skies for the rebound for the Cyclones. Here's Malik, gallops into the front court against Hughes. Stutter steps on the left elbow. Kicks it into the left corner now to Dom Alio on the left wing. Hands back to Malik, takes it inside, knifing through the double team. Had it stripped on the way up. And it is Hughes the other way, spinning against the defender. Throws it up off the glass, no good. Henry pinballed it to his teammate Walton. Henry there with a follow, no good. Rebound loose on the floor. Bodies flying, there's a scrum. Somehow Dom Alio got it to a cutting Turner. Takes it down the lane to Lois, and he's fouled. Dom Alio on his back, scooped up the loose ball, threw it to Turner, who outlet down the floor to Lois, and Nate Lois back at the line.
Foul number 3 on B.J. Hill. Southeast had 4 shots at the other end, and none would fall, and now they're down 8. And Lois can put them down 10 with 4:14 to go.
Nate Lois, first toss is good. 7 for Nate. Cyclones, if they can hang on, this would be their first victory over Southeast in 3 tries. I always talk about that. It's tough to beat a team 3 times in 1 year. And the second toss is up, and it is good. So 2 staff carpet free throws for Lois. He's got 8. 64-54, back to a 10-point lead as Gabe Green comes out of the game, and Kevin Sanger back in for Blake Lucas.
Southeast is starting to run out of possessions, so they certainly need to score this one.
They let the ball roll across half court. Now B.J. Hill picks it up, gets it off to Walton, left corner, hooks the pass left of the lane to Henry, takes it inside. Outside it goes Hughes. 3 try on the way, and that's good by D'Angelo Hughes. And his second 3 of the game. It's 64-57. Timeout on the floor. Cyclones with a lead back in 30 seconds.
At Fraserloo.
Winner gets Lanphier here Friday night at the Southeast Regional Championship. Lincoln will play MacArthur in the Lincoln Regional Final on Friday. MacArthur won on a tip-in at the buzzer in overtime to beat U-High tonight up at Lincoln. 4:03 left in this game, 64-57 Cyclones.
And the 2 scores for Southeast to keep them in this single-handedly. B.J. Hill with 20 and D'Angelo Hughes with 19.
B.J. just fouled Malik Turner to commit his 4th foul. 6th team foul. SHG will inbound it. Kind of a wasted foul for B.J. Hill.
So they'll try it again. Gabe will trigger it in. Plays it to the front court now to Malik. Stepping in front of Hill, taking it down the lane, throws it up, count the bucket, and the foul.
Stepped around Darius Owsley, who has stepped into the post for Southeast after that timeout, and Owsley is called for the foul.
He is the best way to describe Malik Turner is just smooth. The way he gets from point A to point B is not only efficient and quick, but it looks good. He'll take his talent to the University of Illinois next year. And he'll join fellow CS8 mates from Rochester High School as Malik made the staff carpet free throw. (67-57) the lead for SHG off the 3-point play by Malik Turner. 3:50 to play in the game. Outside the arc, it's Hughes. D'Angelo lobs inside to Henry. Now he's got to go up strong with it. Count the bucket and the foul. Sestak hits the floor in disgust.
He thought he'd drawn the charge, but Jalen Henry gets the call, and an and one for the Southeast senior. And a foul on Sestak is his fourth.
Jalen Henry now with 10 in the game. And he makes the staff carpet free throw for his 11th point.
67-60. Spartans aren't out of it yet. 3:38 to go.
Here is a pass to Green. Almost stepped over the timeline and then back, but he didn't. Lois lobs up top now to Malik. Turner covered up by Hughes. 3.5 to play. Malik Turner with the right-hand dribble. Hands off behind him now to Lois high on the right. Wants a screen from Elio, and instead he gets a timeout from his head coach. 67-60. 3:20 to play in the game. Full timeout on the floor. Back in a minute.
$67-60, Sacred Heart Griffin leading Southeast. Cyclones have led virtually all the way, but the Spartans aren't out of it yet. Need to get a couple of stops here, though. And SHG will try to take care of the ball with a 7-point advantage, and they throw it away.
Gabe Green trying to find Sestak, and it was knocked loose by B.J. Hill on the inbounds, and Southeast comes the other way. Inside the lane it is Mark Johnson, feeds outside to Hill, catches one hand, motors towards the left wing, trying to take Gabe down to the baseline, and he was shut off there, but he drew the foul on Green.
Means a one in bonus for B.J. Hill. It's the 9th team foul on Sacred Heart Griffin. And there just is no atmosphere in this gym tonight.
It's very,
it was a little noisy at the end of the Lanphier game when they were pushing it past 100 points, but
this
for
is
a big
usually
crowd,
one of the louder
quiet.
gyms.
Yeah.
Just by its sheer makeup. And the home team's playing. BJ missed the staff carpet free throw.
And trailing.
And it is Gabe Green with a basketball high on the left. Comes off a screen by Malik. Picks up his dribble. Draws the double team. Feeds inside. Lois double clutches. Goes up. Got fouled. And he'll be at the free throw line. Nate Lois went up in midair and hung in there as the defense closed quickly. And somehow got it up towards the rim. Drew the foul. He'll be at the line.
Second personal on Southeast senior Jalen Henry.
And here's Lois. Staff carpet free throw number 1 is good. 11 for Nate. Second toss in the air, and that is good. 69-60. And Southeast just can't get over that 7-point deficit. Johnson feeds inside the post to Henry. Double teamed on the baseline, kicks it back out. Johnson steps to his left along the lane, shoots it from 12, no good. Rebound to Malik, bounces up ahead to Lois, circles it back out around the arc, picks up his dribble, double teamed into the corner. McDonald angles towards the high right side, back to Malik, spins off a defender, takes it inside the lane, double clutches, throws it up, no good. Rebound pinball by Sestak, tried to throw it off of B.J. Hill, but he just could not get it out of his jersey. And it was out of bounds on the Cyclones.
2:22 left. Southeast down 9, and again running out of possessions.
Into the corner. It is Johnson. Feeds inside Henry. Goes up and made the layup. Thought he was going to go dunk it. And he almost missed the layup. Henry, though, picked up his 4th field goal of the night to go along with 5 free throws. Here is McDonald. two Southeast defenders screened themselves and fell on the floor as McDonald had a wide open look at the three. Inside it goes to Lois, goes up and scores. No one home defensively, and Southeast having some defensive miscues here late.
Good find by McDonald as Lois got behind the defense.
Here is Henry over the double team, goes up, in and out, no good, and no one there for Southeast for the rebound. Maybe waving the white flag here at home.
9th rebound for Malik Turner, who's played well at both ends of the floor tonight.
90 seconds left, 71-62, Southeast by 9, or Cyclones by 9. McDonald up ahead, trying to dribble out the majority of this clock, leaves it for Sestak. Top of the key, it's Green. Feeds the corner to Lois. Inside the paint, back out. It is to Malik with 1:08 to play. Malik down the lane, throws it up and got fouled. And Turner will be at the line. 9th team foul on Southeast.
Foul on freshman Mark Johnson of the Spartans with 1:05 left. Looks like SHG is going to hang on and not a wire-to-wire lead, but just about win this game and get ready for Lanphier on Friday night.
While Southeast is the 2 and SHG is the 3rd seed.
It was just based on the fact that the Spartans beat them twice during the season. SHG has the better record.
Yep.
They're going to win their 19th game, go 19-9 into the regional final. Spartans will close out the year 13-12.
11-point lead for SHG. Henry got the miss off the Mark Johnson 3. Went up and got fouled. And quite frankly, Tim, I mean, based on experience, I think Southeast is the more, SHG is definitely the more experienced team, and heading into the championship game on Friday night. Lanphier is already in the title game as Henry missed the first half carpet free throw. He's got 2 here. Second toss is good. And they just did not get enough from their 6'9 senior who will play his last game. And they'll take him out and get a hand as much of the crowd has now departed here from Scheffler Gym. Nate Lois plays it in to McDonald in the backcourt. A hand-checking foul, which is not necessary, but will send McDonald to the line with 54 seconds left. We already know that Glenwood will play Friday night against Taylorville, who beat Mattoon 81-62. And a surprise in the Lincoln semifinal as Decatur MacArthur upends U-High 62-61, a final in overtime, and they will play Lincoln on Friday at 7 as Sean McDonald made the first half carpet free throw. Congratulations to Lehigh, who wins their first regional championship tonight. McDonald made them both. 11 for McDonald, 75-63. Less than a minute left, playing it into Henry. I thought they were going to take him out. They left him back. They left him in the game. Here's a 3 try by Williams, and it's about 24 minutes too late as Andre Williams hits his first 3 of the game. 6 points for Williams. Timeout Southeast with 43 seconds left. We'll take a timeout as well, back in 60.
Number 682-998.
Final 43 seconds left here and a foul before the inbounds. And this game was coming to a screeching halt as Nate Lois will get to shoot some. Nope, Malik Turner will get to shoot some free throws. Well, Friday night it ought to be interesting. Lanphier beat Jacksonville tonight 108 to 72. As Malik Turner made the free throw, Tim Schweitzer feverishly adding up the numbers in this one. We'll have numbers. We'll give you the Athletic Care players of the game after this game. And we'll wrap things up on another regional semifinal night here from Southeast. Turner made both staff carpet free throws. And the other way, a three is good by Mark Johnson, the freshman. He's got 8 2-3s in the game. 31 seconds left. Malik weaving through defenders. They'll foul him again. And Turner will be back at the line. Southeast will get their money's worth on their home floor here in the regional. First staff carpet free throw, no good by Malik. And Malik Turner tonight has got 18. At least I've got him for 18. He missed the second staff carpet free throw. Here he comes the other way. It is Southeast and Hughes, and all of a sudden Southeast, where they weren't hitting threes, is hitting threes. In the closing seconds of this game, 77 to 72, a 5-point game with 21 seconds left. And Blake Lucas is emphatically trying to stress to his team how many minutes are played in an entire game.
Got to play it out.
We'll keep it here, 77 to 72. Tim, you and John will have the call of the game on Friday night.
Actually, it'd be John and Jim.
John and Jim, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that ought to be a good one, and you can hear it here on Sports Radio 1450. Let's say somewhere in the 640 range on Friday night. And of course, you can check out the highlights of this game and the Lanphier-Jacksonville game on channel1450.com. Zach and Brian and the crew are out here and everywhere tonight. I don't know where Kirker was tonight. Maybe up in Lincoln tonight. They'll have highlights of a number of these games in the area tonight. You can watch them on the comfort of your own couch. Kevin O'Day likes to get in his pajamas and fire up the tablet, watch the highlights after all these games. Rebound away to Malik Turner off of the timeout. Southeast fouled Turner coming into the front court, and Malik will be back at the line. You think part of Blake's message was just hit your free throws and you'll win the game?
It's part of it.
Southeast has never led in this game.
Can't relax against Southeast. That might have been part of the message as well.
So Malik at the line, trying to extend the 5-point lead, and in and out, and hit the backboard and back in. He got all of that staff carpet free throw. Ricky Holmes plays it back into the talented 6'2 senior Malik Turner. And in and out, no good. 78-72, 15 seconds left. Johnson to Hughes, NBA three, got it! Just left of center, and it's a 3-point game. McDonald, they play it in and fouled immediately. Southeast has hit their last 4 3-pointers. In the closing minutes of this game, where it looked like SHG was going to win in a walk, and the Spartans have come to life from beyond the arc, and they trail it by 3 now with 4 seconds left, and Sean McDonald at the line to our right. Not the person you want to foul if you're Southeast. McDonald is 82% on the year. D'Angelo Hughes now with 25 in the game. And that matches his season high. And McDonald made the first staff carpet free throw. Boy, you and I were ready to fall asleep. You might be asleep.
Oh no, watching this intently.
Second toss for McDonald, rattles and got it. 17 for McDonald, 80-75. That would put it on ice, and a valiant effort by Southeast. But it's over, and SHG wins the regional semifinal tonight, 80-75 over Southeast. We'll take a timeout, come back to Scheffler Gym, and wrap things up. Back in 3 minutes.